Does God send people to hell, or do people send themselves there? That's a question I want to answer in this video. And the reason I felt the need to answer this question is because I've seen a lot of different videos and a lot of different apologists answer this question with the latter, that people send themselves to hell. And while I think all of these Christians who say this and give this answer are well meaning, I think it's only half true. And if I were to um, speculate as to why people might be giving this answer, it's because it's a lot nicer to say that than to say that God sends people to hell. It's almost like a softened truth. You don't want to make God look bad. It's like you're trying to protect God from looking like a bad character for sending people to hell. So you would rather say that people just send themselves there. Well, I want to show in this video that that's not quite accurate, and it's only a half truth, which a half truth is almost as bad as a lie because it doesn't give you the full picture. So what is the full picture? On one hand, yes, your decisions have consequences to them. Okay, that's true. Like if you are caught stealing, you robbed a bank or whatever, you made that choice, but you didn't necessarily make the choice to go to jail as if that ball was in your court. The decision to go to jail was not in your court. It was in the court's court. The judge and the law, the legal system, has already determined for you, if you make this decision, this is going to be the consequence. You don't set the consequences. That's part of the issue I have with that answer, that people send themselves there as if they're autonomous and as if they can choose their own destiny. Well, I'll choose hell or I choose heaven. It's just the ball is really in my court and God has given that to me. I think that's totally unbiblical and once again a half truth. The other half is that the judge sentences you to hell, right? So God is not just the judge, right, who sets up the rules and then you put yourself in jail. No, God is the judge and God is the bailiff. He sets the rules and he enforces the rules. God is not passive with regards to people's eternal destinies, whether they're going to heaven or whether they're going to hell. It's not in your court as a human being. It's totally in God's court. And I'm going to give you some scriptures to think about this more for yourself. So Matthew 5:29-30 says, if your right hand causes you to sin, tear it out. For it is better that you lose one of your members than that your whole body be thrown into hell. Okay? You're not throwing yourself into hell. You are being thrown into hell. Okay, let's go to Matthew 13:41-42. It says, the Son of Man will send his angels, and they will gather out of his kingdom all causes of sin and throw them into the fiery furnace. In that place, there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Once again, they are thrown there. And there's many more examples of this. But as I said before, God is the judge and he's also the bailiff. So no, people do not send themselves to hell and it's not in their court. You are sent to hell. Make no mistake about it. And I don't think we have to shy away from that truth because God is a just judge and he renders the judgments, the sentences, and he enforces it as well. It's not, you don't whisk yourself away to the cell, right? God is the one that sends you into that cell, i.e. hell. So it's not like God is too nice to force you to be into heaven with him. No, God is going to judge those who reject the Messiah, those who reject his offer of forgiveness and peace, and those who sin against him, because the wages of sin is death. And so that's the natural consequence. And God is the one who administers the justice. So long story short, once again, no, people don't send themselves to hell. God sends them there. And that's a biblical truth.